Yo, what's good? Yo, I'm watching one of the YouTube videos live. What is this? Yo, oh man. What is this? Yo, W. W comes to Panda, man. General Cabra. Knuckle. W, man. But what? Yo, penguins. What? What is this? Scarlet Overkill. Cool. Incredible. W, bro. Yo, what is this? Yo, what is this? Yada yada phone. Spider-Man, bro. Piss tough. Hi, Puffball. What up, Puffball? What's good? Red.
Imagine you wake up in a completely empty world. First you think you're in a dream, but the cold reality sets in. The silence is so heavy that you can hear your own heart beating like a drum inside your chest. You pick a direction and start walking. Then you run. But because the world is completely flat, the view never changes. It feels like you are running on a treadmill. You yell for help, but your voice just vanishes into the empty air. Now you have two choices.
Yo, hello, emoji kitty.
Walking. You will walk into nothingness until you collapse from exhaustion. If you sit down, your mind will start to play tricks on you. In total isolation, your brain will start imagining things, making you hear voices and see shadows just to fill the blank space. You can't escape. If you move, you chase a lie. If you stop, your own mind tortures you. What do? If I was your door, this would be my rules. Rule number 1, I stay completely silent so you can sneak into the fridge at 3 a.m. without waking anyone up. Rule number 2, if someone's about to walk into your room, I'll give you a 5-second warning. Enough time to stop doing whatever suspicious activity you're doing. Just be quick.
Hey, yo!
If your annoying sibling tries to barge in without even knocking, I will lock myself instantly. Rule number 4, I close myself automatically. Because let's be real, nobody in this house knows how doors actually work. Rule number 5, if any monster tries to sneak into your room, I slam myself shut instantly.
No
monsters allowed in here. If you want me as your door, hit that like and subscribe.
Most men over 45. Most people have no idea they could be carrying double the money in their wallet right now. When dollar bills are printed, they sometimes stick together so perfectly that people spend them without ever noticing. And because almost nobody checks the thickness of their cash, some bills stay hidden for weeks. That means a single dollar in your pocket could actually be 2. So next time you get cash, you might want to double check it, because one small mistake at the printing factory could literally double your money. Most people have no idea they could be carrying. Did you ever wonder, does Flappy Bird actually have an ending? Most players think the game just keeps going forever. No ending, no finish line, just endless tapping. But what if that's not true? Before I reveal it, hit like and subscribe if you play Flappy Bird before, and comment your highest score. Now here's the shocking part. Back in 2014, a YouTuber uploaded a video claiming he reached 999 points. Everything looked normal at first. The pipes, the movement, nothing unusual. Until suddenly, a Mario-like character appears, and then...
Hello, Shigosty.
So
hello.
Now the real question is, if Flappy Bird has an ending, would it be a finish line or endless loop?
Oh my god! I beat it! I beat it! Я виріснув! Я виріснув, Юшка, Nice, okay.
Yo, W.
Under 1,000. Okay.
Look it right then.
There's no way! I'm gonna run it! I'm gonna run it! Oh!
Yo!
A random text message changed 2 strangers' lives forever. A teenager was sitting in his room when his phone buzzed with a Thanksgiving invite. Confused, he replied, "Who is this?" The person texted back, "It's your grandma." He asked for a selfie. His phone lit up with a picture of a completely random, smiling older woman. He laughed, texted a selfie back, and jokingly asked, "Can I still get a plate?" Most people would just apologize and block the number. But she replied, "Of course you can. That's what grandmas do. Feed everyone." He actually showed up to dinner, and for the next 8 years straight, they have celebrated every single holiday together as a real family. Random text. This is why China is the most advanced country, because at first glance it may look like an ordinary umbrella, but don't make the mistake of thinking it's normal. As soon as someone shakes it and tries to put their hand inside, it suddenly opens. And the interesting thing is that this umbrella not only protects from rain, but also prevents lightning strikes. But now a lightning might hit those who do not like and subscribe. This is why China is the most advanced country, because
Did you know the chicken in Crossy Road is running from McDonald's? The chicken never stops. Not for traffic, not for trains, not for rivers. Every single obstacle, he just keeps going. No destination, no finish line, no reason to stop. And everyone assumed that was just the game. But what if stopping was never an option? Think about it. Before I reveal, like and subscribe.
Oh god.
The chicken doesn't move like he's exploring. He moves like he's fleeing. There's a difference between running somewhere and running from something.
What's up,
He escaped a delivery truck, 1 moment away from becoming somebody's meal. And the second his feet hit the road, he made a decision. Never slow down, never look back. Because the thing chasing him doesn't get tired, doesn't give up, doesn't care how many roads he crosses. Every car that nearly hits him might not be random traffic. Every close call might be them getting closer. The chicken isn't playing a game. He's the only one who knows it's not a game. And the moment he stops is the moment he finds out what happens next. Did you know that
I just realized something strange after rewatching Cars 3. Every time Jackson Storm wins a race, he doesn't celebrate. No smile, no relief. He just shuts down and drives away. Most people see this as confidence, like winning is just easy for him. But after rewatching the movie, it started to feel off. Think about it. Every other racer reacts after they win. They celebrate because the outcome wasn't guaranteed. Storm never does. And if you look closely, he doesn't even look happy during the race. He's tense the entire time, focused, almost anxious, which doesn't make sense for someone who's always winning. So why doesn't he celebrate? Here's where it gets interesting. For Jackson Storm, winning isn't an achievement. It's a requirement. That's why there's no joy at the finish line.
That's crazy.
Would mean he was worried about losing, and that's something Storm can't afford. Celebrating would admit that victory wasn't guaranteed, that he's replaceable, that one bad race could erase him. So instead of enjoying the win, he treats it like maintenance. Because for Jackson Storm, winning isn't exciting. It's the bare minimum needed to survive. I just realized...
double tapped this.
No.
Today was my last day of high school. Honestly, kind of weird realizing this chapter of my life is already over. I started the morning at school seeing everyone one last time before summer and graduation. Right after
it was my last day of like
for a flight lesson.
10th grade
on
May 20.
It's crazy because while a lot of people are still figuring out what they want to do
next, I
already know the sky is where I want to be.
grade.
After the flight, me and my girlfriend went to the beach for sunset and just enjoyed the moment for a while. Definitely one of those days I know I'll remember for a long time.
And how do you even have a girlfriend?
Bro, how are people getting millions of views just by jumping like anime character? Let me try this too with your favorite YouTubers. And if you spot YouTuber you recognize, make sure to drop this video a like.
Yo. That's not me. No. I reckon like Afmo, but I understand avocado.
Bro, how are people getting...
But I'm not much a Roblox YouTuber.
Damn. Okay, so literally a week ago, I posted this asking you guys to help me reach 100 subscribers. At the time, I honestly didn't think we'd get there that fast. But somehow, we're already at 700 subscribers. Like, what? How did 600 people decide to subscribe in just 1 week?
What?
That's actually
600? Oh, I thought you said something else. My bad.
You completely smashed it. Seriously, every time I check my channel, the number keeps going up. And now we're only 300 subscribers away from 1,000. If we keep growing like this, we might actually hit 1,000 subscribers really soon. So if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and let's reach 1,000 subscribers.
Bro,
Thank you guys so much for all the support. Subscribe.
Can you explain to me why when I come down here into this little pit and spawn a skeleton, why does he light on fire? Like, bro, the sun isn't even touching him whatsoever. I've got a massive wall blocking everything. So how is he burning right now? Okay, then explain this one. I have a skeleton standing out here in literal broad daylight, and he's not catching on fire at all,
I don't get this.
Why? Because apparently if I place a single cobweb like 90 blocks in the air, now sunlight doesn't just work anymore.
Now that's just weird.
Then? I've got a campfire right here, and if I throw a diamond sword on top of it, it just sits there. It doesn't burn and it doesn't disappear.
Bro,
but as soon as I throw
a
that
diamond
same
sword
sword
doesn't
into
even burn.
normal
Well,
fire,
maybe it
now
might.
it suddenly wants to burn.
It might
How does that
burn.
make sense,
It might
man? Okay, next
get
one.
hotter,
Over
but I
here,
don't think
I've
it'll
got
burn.
saplings with bedrock placed directly above them. Now, no matter how much bone meal I use, same thing with spruce, same thing with cherry. They just refuse to grow. So then explain this. When I bone meal this warped fungus, it turns into a full tree. Bro, it literally grew straight through bedrock. If you think Mojang logic is dumb, like the video. But if you think that I'm just dumb, subscribe. You can always tell when someone is rich because they do not act like normal people. Like there was one rich person I grew up with, and one time we were talking to each other on a Friday, and I was like, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I've really been craving my favorite restaurant lately, so we're probably gonna go there tomorrow." So I said, "That's cool. What's the name of the restaurant?" And he says, "La Sponda." So I was like, "I've never heard of that place before. Where's that at?" And you know what he says? With a straight face, he looks me in the eyes and says, "Italy." We are in the United States having this conversation, by the way.
What are we even doing?
And we also have school on Monday. So I'm like kind of laughing, waiting for him to crack a smile and say that it was a joke. But no, he was serious. This same person has asked me what temperature I like the sauna to be at, and I was like,
that's crazy.
I don't know, whatever temperature the gym has it as, because that's the only place I have access to a sauna. And he was confused because he has a sauna in his house. But honestly, I don't think we're too far off from each other. I mean, he might be going to Italy for dinner, but when I go to McDonald's, I don't even have to order off the dollar menu anymore.
Bro, hold on. Wait, has my thing been
The Xbox dropped the laughing disco.
Hold on, it's just me, or is this being redesigned a bit?
If I was your iPad, these would be my rules. Rule number 1, my battery never drops below 30%.
Ever.
No more 1% survival mode in the middle of something important. Rule number 2, when you're gaming, I run smooth. No lag, no random freezes right before you win. Rule number 3, if your parents walk in, I switch apps before you even blink. Homework screen activated. Rule number 4, I never say storage full. Delete what?
Nothing.
I handle it. Rule number 5, I don't auto-update it.
Okay, I'm back.
No installing while you're playing Roblox. Rule number 6, I don't overheat and turn into a portable stove after 10 minutes. Rule number 7, during online classes, I never glitch, freeze, or randomly disconnect so you don't lose aura. If you want me as your iPad, hit that subscribe. If I was your... A privileged boy grew up with everything he could ever want. A loving family, a comfortable home, and a future that seemed guaranteed. One afternoon, he noticed another boy sitting alone beside a street pole. The boy wore torn clothes and looked exhausted while people walked past him as if he didn't exist. Some ignored him. Some looked at him with disgust. Instead of walking away, the privileged boy sat down beside him. That simple moment changed both of their lives. Over the next few years, they became childhood friends. They spent afternoons talking, laughing, and sharing stories. The privileged boy often brought food and small gifts, and for the first time, the poor boy felt like someone actually cared about him. Before moving overseas with his family, the privileged boy handed him a small keychain. "Keep it," he said, "and don't forget me." The poor boy smiled and promised he wouldn't, but after moving away, tragedy struck. A terrible accident took the privileged boy's parents. Their wealth disappeared, and his life slowly fell apart until the boy who once had everything eventually found himself homeless and wandering the streets. One day, weak from hunger, he sat down beside a street pole, the same kind of street pole where he had first met his friend years ago. Unable to move, he lowered his head and waited for the day to pass. Then a black car stopped nearby. A man in a suit stepped out and quietly sat beside him. The homeless man looked up and asked weakly, "Can I help you?" The man smiled and replied, "Do you still remember me?" "I never forgot you," the man said. "When nobody treated me like a human being, you did. When everyone ignored me, you became my friend. I built my company from the same product that keychain came from. Today, I'm the CEO." Then he held out his hand. "You changed my life years ago. Let me change yours now." The homeless man grabbed his hand and broke down crying, because sometimes the smallest act of kindness doesn't just change a day, it changes a life. A privileged boy grew up with everything he could ever want. A loving
Just end this stream.
family, a comfortable home,
I literally
seemed guaranteed. One afternoon,
was expecting
These were some of the most...
Fine, I'll end this.